And I also read a story that said if the federal government loses, maybe up to 1 million people or so in terms of employees, it could have a effect on regional labor markets. For example, if you're in St. Louis and the federal government lays off 100,000 people from the St. Louis, different agencies in St. Louis, it could have a major effect on that region's labor market, especially when you're talking about small markets, right? Losing 1 million people in Atlanta might be different than losing 1 million people in St. Louis. Could have a much bigger and broader effect in some of these smaller markets, smaller cities, because you have a lot of private sector jobs that are tied to the federal workforce. So if you don't have these workers, these federal workers working, maybe you don't have people who are selling hot dogs out of their food trucks at lunch, or you don't have people that are working in the shops that are near these federal hubs in these smaller cities. So it can have a trickle down or a ripple effect on the private sector workforce in those areas when you lose these federal jobs.